Hello, everyone. I'm going to be talking about the news that I just heard today about more playoff teams in the NFL for this season and beyond. So, I just wonder how would that be? It's supposed to be a 14-team playoff. 14-team playoff race. So, in my mind, I think it would be cool because then, I guess the teams that finish off like 10-6 could get. I just believe if you get at least 10 wins and you don't go in because you ain't win your division, you should be able to go. But you know how it is if you don't win your division, you gotta get a wild card. So it's usually 2 wild card spots. So that means it could be 3 wild card spots. So I think this just guarantees that any team could get in the playoff, and it would be more exciting because it's it's usually the same thing every year. It's like what Seahawks, Packers, um, Rams, Falcons. From the AFC, it could be just the Ravens, Steelers, Patriots, Chiefs, Bengals, maybe. It could just be a mixture of anything. Maybe a team that hasn't been in the playoffs for like 25 years could just finally get in because they finish 10-6. Now, what I really didn't like is that a team that's 9-6 win their division and they get in versus a team that is like 10-6 and just missed the playoffs because they couldn't, win their division, and the wild card was like 12-4, 12-4. But I think it's cool. It'll give every team. This gives every team the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. So every team has a chance to get to the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. And I did also hear they trying to extend the league to a 17 week. I don't know if they should do that. A 17-week season is too long. I think maybe they should cut it to 15 games because let's just be let's just be real. If they cut it to 15 instead of 16, maybe every team would just play their hearts out on every game because it's only 15 games. And then if they want to make more playoff games, like the 7 or 14, 15, however they want to do it, it would be good. So I think in the future, if they want to continue this, I think it'll be good. But this could raise some red flags to some people because then they gonna feel like, well, dang, if you beat somebody in your division twice, and then, but then my thing is, would they allow division people to face 3 times? Because just think, if usually you face twice, and whoever wins the second time gets the tiebreaker. But what if you face your team a third time? Like, that could be kind of interesting. Let's just say, what's a good one? Seahawks 49ers. Let's just say the Seahawks beat the 49ers the first time, 49ers beat them the second time, and then they just meet for that third epic match, and whoever wins gets in the playoffs. Whoever loses, go home. Everything is set. So that's what I was also thinking. Does that mean that a division is going to face each other 3 times under the 17-game week schedule, or does that mean they just going to mix up the schedule even more, and you don't know who you see? That could be something. So I guess my thought is just I'm ready for change. You know, if they want to change up, they already changed. They change the rules every year, so if they want to change up the playoff. They probably tired of just seeing the same thing. But I mean, it's not their fault. You know, just whatever team wants it more win. You know, you want to be number one seed, you'll fight for number one. You want number two, you'll fight for number two. So it just ultimately depends on the team. And if the team really wants to win, then they'll go out and win. But we gotta wait to see if both sides is going to come up with this agreement. I don't know. I would go with it. Like I said, it's 2020. It's time for a change. So I mean, why not have more playoff games? I mean, cause just think in January, that's what everybody wait for. They wait for the playoffs. But then the thing that could be interesting, well, it's just a thought. Injuries, because these players, they already play. They go all out on week one. They want to give the fans like, look, we've been waiting all these months for y'all. Come out, go all hard, tackle all hard week one. Someone get hurt, and then you gotta keep pushing your injury. So then, does this mean that someone on injured reserve can come back in week 17 and help their team win a playoff game? It's a lot of things that could happen with this. Um, does that mean whoever is winning that division, how will the NFL how will the NFL make that rule to who wins that division? Because if it's a 17 game season, and let's just say all three teams have identical records, they all the same, or they kind of close, but it's a 1 game split. Of course, they go by the AFC thing, but who knows? So if they sign this rule, I think it's going to be a lot of people posting this. A lot of people going to be like, I don't like this rule, or why is it a 17 game season? Or, you know, my team play hard, you know. But I'm going to just say this. It's been, I think it was 1 year, a team went 9-7 and they got in the playoffs over a team. No, they got a home playoff game because they won that division, but they was 9-7 versus a team that had a record of 10-6 and had to play on the road. Now that could be interesting too. I think if you have a better record than your opponent and y'all facing off head to head, they should be the ones that have the home advantage versus the one who won their division. Because if you go 9-7 versus, okay, so let's just take for example the Bengals win the AFC North, the Bengals have a record of 11. No, wait a minute. No, the Bengals have a record of 10-6, and let's just say they facing the Chargers or the Ravens, and let's just say the Ravens finish out. Oh wait a minute, no, it can't be like that. It can't be like that. That was wrong. Let me see. So that's just like, okay. So the Cowboys, if they are 9-6, 9-7, and they facing the Seahawks, who won their division, or no, who didn't win their division, but had a record of 10-6. But the Seahawks have to go to the Cowboys because the Cowboys won that division. See, maybe that's a better one. That's something that I don't like. So maybe they might fix that in the 17 game season. But we'll see what's going to happen. So let me know what y'all think of this. And we gonna wait and see. Will that be a 14-game season? Will it? Is they gonna leave it the same? They gonna change something? So just let me know. And subscribe. Woo!